mommies, Kelsey coming to you from healthyhints.com again, and today I'm on the topic of breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is something we're hearing a lot about in the media. It doesn't have to be hard to do. I know we're all busy and on the go a lot, and actually I found that breastfeeding is somewhat easier than bottle feeding in this aspect because I don't have to pack water and formula and bottles and a bottle warmer, and baby doesn't have to wait when he's hungry. When he's hungry, I just whip out my cover. I use one for myself. I don't feel like you should have to use one if you don't want to. We're hearing a lot about that in the media. But I do use one, and he's tolerated it well. And so I just whip out my cover, let him eat, and then when he's done, I'm back to whatever I was doing. I breastfeed at the mall. I breastfeed at the grocery store. I breastfeed in my car. I breastfeed parked car, obviously. I breastfeed at restaurants. Anywhere I go, he goes, and we breastfeed wherever. And I found it to be super convenient because, like I said, he doesn't have to wait. I don't have to warm it up. I don't have to worry I packed enough. It just makes life a little bit less stressful. There's less things to think about. I'm already packing a lot with a baby and carrying a lot. So it's just like one less thing that I have to deal with. So today I wanted to share some of my tips for breastfeeding on the go, things that made it easier on me. If you're someone like me and you prefer to be kind of covered up, and it makes you feel more comfortable, then I'm going to show you some of the things that I have done that made me feel comfortable and made things a little bit easier. So let's get started. First of all, not all babies tolerate a cover, but I have found it to be super helpful. This one that I use is made by Boppy. There's a lot of brands out there, so you can do some shopping. I would recommend, they usually have boning in them so that they open and you can see baby. I would recommend those 9 times out of 10 because seeing baby is huge, especially when they're small and they're still learning to latch. They're not always just on and done. Sometimes you have to help, and sometimes it's just good to be able to see them. So mine folds up into this little carry case here, and then you can open it up. It just secures with Velcro. And then when I open it up, I'll show you. You can see the boning there. See, it's just like a little plastic piece that just keeps it out when it's on. So it's quite big, quite long. They do make them bigger as your baby grows. I'm actually considering about upgrading mine at this point because my son is getting to be about 8 months old. He's getting kind of tall, and we're still breastfeeding. So it's always kind of hard to cover him. He's also getting good at grabbing it, and he tries to pull it back. And like I said, I use the cover for me, so I prefer to be covered up. So I may be upgrading mine. It might be something you have to do in the future, or just start off buying a bigger one. So the way it works is it's got this buckle here so that you can tighten it up. You just put it around your neck like this. And when it's on, you can look right down. You can see baby. He can see you. She can see you. Makes things pretty easy. I also do what's called the camisole trick. I don't use nursing camis, but they are available, and a friend of mine found them so helpful. I wear nursing bras. I find that they're easy to wear, comfortable. I would recommend staying away from underwire if you can. I tried that for a short stint, and it's just too uncomfortable when you're dealing with boobs that get full, they get hard, they get tight, and the underwire is just adding another uncomfortability to that. I find that it makes it worse. So I don't buy nursing bras with underwire in them. I bought mine from Target. They've been super comfortable. You're going to be wearing it a lot, so you want to find something that's comfortable and makes you feel good. And they're not always very pretty, but Target had some pretty ones. So what I do is the camisole trick. I wear a camisole under my shirt, just a regular camisole. And what I do is I pull my outer shirt up and roll it up. I lay baby down and just pull my camisole underneath the nursing bra, open it up, and let him eat. And then I could just put myself together really quick. I like this better because when you're out in public, if you're just wearing one shirt, I feel like my stomach's all exposed. And as a new mom, I was kind of self conscious about that. So I didn't want to just roll up one shirt and then the whole side of me was exposed. So I found that helpful. It's worked well for us. I live in Michigan, and my son was born in November, so it was kind of cold too. So having the camisole trick did help. Also, I would recommend having plenty of receiving blankets for burp cloths. Sometimes they're easier to use. I would always lay this kind of like underneath my son's face because, as you know, a breastfeeding baby doesn't always just latch on and stay on. They come on and off sometimes, and once you've entered the letdown, you can be having milk everywhere, all over your clothes, and then you smell like breast milk for the rest of the day. So having that kind of under his face caught anything that he was missing or didn't stay in his mouth. It kept my clothes from getting breast milk on them. And then it was right there when I would go to burp him. I would just pull it up, put it on my shoulder, and burp him. So here was just a couple of the tips that I had for you. There's more to come about breastfeeding, making it easy on yourself, and maybe more comfortable traveling. I've had friends that were afraid to go anywhere once they had babies because they were intimidated by breastfeeding in public. So I wanted to maybe reach out to some of you moms and see if it would help and make you a little bit more comfortable in the event of choosing breast for feeding your babies. And as always, this is Kelsey coming to you from Healthy Hints, and you have a great day.